Okay, this is going to work. As long as I can put towels back on top of books, then we should be all right. So white, 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 brown. Yeah. So jump up the top of that. Give that a little bit of a twist. Just so it doesn't quite say place there. Then we'll take those out of the way. Cool. Yep, happy with that. And then we'll shut it away in a couple of no one will ever know it's there. Pepsi, back to playing some more House Flipper. So I am back at the house in the thicket for a third time. This is the third episode. In the first one we did this kitchen and the whole layout shebang of the house. Last episode we did this kitchen, sort of living room, dining room, through space, which I think came out really well. It's a little bit, I think it's a little bit plain, but because I used the greys and the whites. But I think the reason why I did that, and one of the reasons why I think that's going to work quite well for us, is that we're going to make this outside space really lush and green. So by having it kind of simple on the inside, it will pull the eye out into the onto that little deck area. But we are not going to be working on that today. We've got a whole load of rooms to do. So bedroom, garage, obviously, and these little bathrooms and the utility room. So I think we're going to probably try and get some of these little rooms done. See how many we get done in a jump. Yeah, that's a bit weird, isn't it? I've never really noticed that before, but it stopped doing it now. Strange. So the firelight is not coming through that wall anymore, but it definitely was when I came into the room. Anyway, maybe it's. Oh yeah, look, there's a little weird glitch. That's strange. Anyway, I babble on. Right, so I think we're going to probably try and we're going to leave the bedroom because that's going to be the hardest one. We're going to see how we get on trying to get the rest of the rooms done in this house. My ambitions are always above my abilities. We'll see how we get on. Right, back in a little bit, guys. Okay, so this little bathroom just off the kitchen, or little toilet just off the kitchen, I think is done. Pretty simple. Obviously not got a lot of space, so it needs to be quite bright and fresh, and kind of liking this little combination. I think these are one of the new wall panel pieces they've put in. So this wider horizontal stripe. Just wondering. I'm going to turn the Tinkerer, but I'm just going to turn my head back on a second. Just wondering if. Yeah, I might go with that, to be honest. The slightly wrapped round version. That means these need to move over a little bit. Don't know why, but that just kind of, a bit more interesting. It's like a colour splash than so the whole thing is kind of in the tiled or in the panelled wood. So this may or may not be our palette for the big bathroom. Thinking potentially it will be, so might just do the same sort of thing. So just the one thing that is a little weird in here is that there is the herbage. Unfortunately, there isn't really anything that's small enough. I don't want to use the same. Where is it? It's going to be in here somewhere. I haven't actually used it in here. Amazing, the small plant that I use. There it is on the table. You never get that far from it. So that's a bit weird, but it kind of works. So I took that in the black because I've got the black here. Obviously these are kind of picking up the floor a little bit, so a bit of grey and a bit of white still going on, but it's the sort of thing you want in a toilet or in a bathroom. It needs to look kind of clean. So that is that one. It will close the door on that and say that's done. I'm going to have a little look at the utility room, I think, next. I've got paint everywhere. Keep switching the HUD off, and let's just get rid of these. Has that got any in it? That has got some in it. Shove them in the garage. So the utility room is going to be obviously pretty much dictated by the pieces of furniture that we can put in here. So don't think I've ever actually put a washing machine into a house. So this will be a new one for me in the game. So let's have a look. Washer plumbing system. How big is this? So I'm wondering if we can. Trouble is, it's not going to go in a cupboard, is it? It's not going to be able to go. That's the one thing. Some of those little nuances that you just kind of wish were in the game, but the fact that most people would now, or most modern kitchens, you wouldn't see a washing machine standing alone like this. I think this is a European thing, though. Let me know in the comment section if this is something that you have in your country. But we tend in the UK to have washing machines in the kitchen and not in the bathrooms, which is what you see. I believe you see that quite a lot in the sort of Mediterranean countries. Maybe in America? I don't know. You'll have to let me know on that one, guys. It's a bit of a random question, but whether you do or you don't. So yeah, I think most modern kitchens or most modern kitchens in the UK, you'd see the washing machine would be built into the unit. So there'd be in fact, this isn't what we've got here in my own home, but most of the time it would be behind a cupboard, so it would just look from the outside like it was a normal cupboard unit, and therefore you don't have to have the white goods on show. Same with the fridge appliers. There's no fridges that are built into cupboards in the game, which I wonder if sometimes with someone like Frozen District, like because they're quite small, that's just sort of like a regional nuance. I guess that's the difference between translating a game and transcreating it. I think they call it, where you actually take it into another country's culture. Because I think in Polish. Yeah, I think in Poland, maybe this is a normal thing that you'd see. But yeah, as I say, certainly in the UK, you wouldn't expect to see that. So let's have a quick look at our kitchen units. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, I'm never going to be able to hide that away. So what I'm looking for really. Oh, there actually. Now I come to think of it, there is a piece. Yeah, that's probably the closest thing, but that's not gonna. It's not going to work. So you want a piece that you could actually put the cupboard into, the washing machine into, but it's not going to work. So we want it. I think we probably want it different. Let's just look what we've used in here. Okay. I'm happy with this to be sort of a bit more. A bit more functional, but more sort of utilitarian, because it's a utility room. So kitchens. Let's have a look. So you definitely want a sink in a utility room. I don't think you want anything as jazzy as that. It's usually, I would say, going to be pretty simple. So we'll go with a wooden top. What is that? Cedar. That's a bit dark for this space. Good. That's the same colour combo I think that I've used in the kitchen. Let's go with that American elm. That's quite nice. I don't think that's massively going to matter, but we'll go with the grey. I think sometimes when you do that, you can't really tell. Like, you can't tell that colour because it won't look that colour when we put it out. These little versions are a bit janky. So we'll go with the American elm, and then don't really want to go with the same top. We'll go with a darker. What's that then? Cedar. So let's see if. That's not too bad. It's just see the little annoying little nuances that. It's not quite the right height, So that's one of those little panickety things that just grate on me. Still right corner then. So it was the American elm and the cedar. We'll do a corner there. It's going to be a little bit too. Okay, we're going to have to move it over then. Let's move that over there. And maybe we'll just leave that gap there because there is that pipe coming down and it doesn't look really right going through the unit. And then I think I'm going to use, rather than the tiles, I think I'm going to use something I used a while ago, which is while I wait while my gallery loads, but is a picture that I think I just found it like a texture. Yeah, so I've got two of them here. I've used this before. And that's not obviously quite high, but it's going to be like a splashback. So this is going to look much more kind of industrial as soon as I add this. So it's going to take a little bit of fiddling. I'm pretty sure I'm switching between which ones I'm using there. So width, just a little bit wider. It's not quite the right. It's not quite the right. I'm going to have to put this in and then take it all out again, I'm pretty sure. So let's just get the width right. One little bit more. And I can tell you why I'm going to have to take it out again in a second, because the game isn't going to let me put it down quite flush with the... Is that not working at all now? Hello? It won't let me put it down flush with the worktops there. But there's a little trick to doing that. As long as you put it in after, or the cupboards in after. Come on, why is it not giving me the width here? There we go. Oh, you game. So that's still too narrow. I want to go to 2. It's going to let me go to 2. Okay, we're still too narrow. 55. So that's jumped onto the next snap point. Yeah, it's annoying. 54 is what we actually want it to, but it's not going to let me actually do that. So I'm just going to put it there for a second, and then I'm going to have to move these guys again. Just move these out of the way. Fortunately, I haven't plumbed them in or anything, so they don't need plumbing in. Oh, it's stuck. Let's move the... In fact, let's keep that width, but we'll go a bit more on the height, I think, here. May or may not work. I think that's maybe going to be... But let's go a little bit more height. This will make sense in a second. Just go 60. 60. Yeah. And right, so let's have a quick look here. Get the height right. So I think it's going to be about there. I can always move that around easily enough though. Corner one has to go in first. Yeah, it's not quite right. Can I move it now? No. I mean, it's probably not going to be massively noticeable, but to me it makes a difference. That's better. Looks flush now. Turn that one back round. And there we go. So then once we put in our... We may not do the top units, but... Oh, I've just realised what I've done. I need to do the same again. Okay, bear with me a second. Okay, done. So we've just, I forgot to put this one in and obviously didn't want to move on again on camera. So let's have a look, see if we can add some hanging shelves in here. I don't add these that often actually. I have used them in there, haven't I? So I think we'll just go. Is that the right wood? Yes, cedar. So we might just go something. There's not more than one option of it. Although there is a wide option as well. Cedar. Why you'd ever want the two doors different colours, I do not know. Kind of janky janky way that would look, but so it's not the right one. Another little missing trick there, devs, but right hand open, left hand open. It wouldn't be that difficult to do, I can't imagine. But something like that would work and make much more sense. And that's actually how you'd have it in a kitchen, surely, is open one way and open the other way. But maybe we don't maybe we don't need that one. Maybe it just makes it a bit too much. I don't know. The perpetual fiddler. Let's move that over. That's why I don't do this a lot on camera, guys, because I do what I'm doing here all the time. Place something down, step back, look at it. Place something down, step back, look at it. Do you think maybe I prefer that side? You really want a corner. Like, what you want is an upper corner unit, but there isn't one. And there isn't really a way of faking one. So I think we're a bit stuck with that. Now we could go with one of these, but it's going to start to feel a bit odd because it's going to be a different design. The knobs are different design and stuff. Yeah, don't know. What about if we just did... put it all back where it was? Maybe the single cupboard. Like that. It just feels a bit odd. Something feels a bit odd about it. It's out of balance. I think it is the... Maybe... See, the thing is I can't put this metal paneling all the way up. Well, I could. Alright, give me a second. Let me just do some experimentation. Okay, so that solution was somewhat more involved than I was expected. So I ended up just changing the layout of the room here. Moved that door over in order to give myself this extra bit of room here. So now you come into this sort of dog-legged utility room. And what that allowed me to do was then put a little kind of cubby in for... in fact, let's put a lintel in there as well, just to close that. To put a lintel, to put a sort of little cubby in there for the washing machine. That then meant that I wasn't then going to be able to put in the corners, so I put in this straight run, which I think actually works better. And I spent ages and ages trying to get the two sconces in above the splashback there, and then a run of those cupboards. But I think that kind of works now, and I've got this little nook as well for my my washing basket. So I think that turned out pretty good as a layout. I think the next thing I'm going to do is get the floor done. Let's have a look at the grey and white. Might be a bit too much in here. Yeah, that kind of works. That might work. Not 100% sure what I'm going to do with the rest of the walls. I need to keep this. I think I need to keep this one white. Just because that little weird gap there. If I don't go white there, it kind of looks like it's a bit weird. I'm not actually too worried about maybe just even keeping it brick. I mean, let's have a little look, see second. If we just paint this wall, this is obviously the one that needs to be, that's still janky. That actually looks pretty good. Yeah, quite happy with that now. Some more decorations. So let's have a look what we've got in our little decoration bit. We definitely want some... What we've got in terms of space here. We definitely want some things like the survival stuff, like the food and whatnot, supplies. Let's go with some... How big is that? Is that massive? quite big. Maybe not you. Let's go with some of these jars, I think. Just to kind of flesh out the space a bit more. Add some detail. What else we got? Definitely want some tins. I always think that looks a bit like dog food, that label. I don't know why. Oh, that's a bit. I think that was the game saving. Yeah, it's about to make them all face the right way, but they wouldn't all be facing that way. This is unrealistic. And then maybe just a couple of, like a bottle of water down the floor. Love to get something in that space, but I think it's too narrow. I'm not going to bother putting things in the cupboards because it just gets a bit tedious, to be honest. Plastic barrel, God, that's huge. Stick that in the garage. I might want that later. And then I think probably that's probably about enough in there. What else can we do? Oh, well, another thing we can do is put some. It's going to be cool for the garage. I've not actually done a garage yet as well, so. Let's put that in as well in case I forget about that. The only other thing I was thinking was maybe like a water heater somewhere. We use a water heater in the kitchen. No, we didn't. So it could go on this wall. But I'm thinking maybe just there. It's a bit of a. Yeah, I don't want it to be too busy, but I feel like it needs something on this wall to my right. Something like that, I think. Let's just go with that there. That's the only one I'm dubious about. I think maybe I'm going to paint this wall white as well. Just bring it into sort of zones it out into two sections there. Yeah, that's better. Happy with that. Just let me finish this bit of paint and I'll explain that what I mean by that. But maybe we'll paint all the inside of that. But yeah, just having that, white here, brick here, just slightly separates. That's probably going to need to be white as well. Just sort of separates it into two little bits. Let's go with that white as well there. Yeah, that's better. Happy with that now. Let's get all that in there. Just for the sake of completeness. Oh, nearly. Don't make me buy another can. And yeah, I'm going to assume those are fine. Oh, I know what I could do in here. Some towels. Towel. I don't want the hanging towel. Gaming pit. I want the stacks of towels. Where's the stacks of towels? Bathroom. No. Accessories. Don't. It's an accessories. Yeah, bin in here. No. The towels, guys. I know what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the stack, maybe in the other. The stacked towels. Yeah, there we go. We'll just go white, brown, I think. Can we put that on top of the washing machine? No. Okay. Second. So let's go. I mean, this is basically. In fact, let's go with one of these as well. Stick that up on the wall somewhere. Yeah. Be not quite as close to that. Yeah. Move it just down there. And then let's get me old trusty up shelf. Is this going to fit? Yeah, gonna need to do. I don't even know if this has got a. I don't even know if this has got a hitbox, so this might be a bit annoying. But let's. Can we do? Yeah, we can. Let's do this then. Bear with me a second, guys. This is going to be slightly tedious, but should be able to. Yeah. Let's ditch that one. And we'll go. We went by brown, didn't we? By mini. See if this will work. Get on up there. One more we want. One more. Give that a bit of a turn. And then let's see. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. Oh, looks like it will. Cool. Not quite where I want you. The trouble is I'm going up too far now. So let's go book. I'm going up too far. Every time I go across, so yeah, I thought that would work. Books can go on top of towels, obviously. Oh, interestingly, that's interesting. Let's see it do that before, but it's like falling off there. Oh no, it's let me place one. Strange. Let me place one at an angle. Okay, this is going to work. As long as I can put towels back on top of books, then we should be alright. So white, brown. Yeah. So jump up the top of that. Give that a little bit of a twist. Just so it doesn't quite say place there. Then we'll take those out of the way. Cool. Yep, happy with that. And then we'll shut it away in a couple of no one will ever know it's there. Anyway, right, so yeah, I think that's pretty good. I think that I'm pretty a couple more things. There's always more to do. My new favourite things in the game, which is going to sound ridiculous, but are these. They're just little extra details. It's just kind of nice, makes a difference. The option to add plug sockets in is also super handy. Because you just would see this sort of stuff. These things are in houses. We just don't. And when they're not there, in fact, let's do that as well. No, let's not do that. Let's do that. Yeah, when they're not there, it just feels wrong. Like you don't really pay much attention to it, but when the stuff is not actually, when the things are not where they should be, then it just feels odd. Let's go like that. But yeah, not consciously, but they don't. So I think that's it. I think that's probably that one. And then I might be able to go a little bit of a look around the rest of the house, but I think that's probably the end of this episode. So let's have a quick look. So we done an enormous amount in this episode. I'm actually pretty happy with the lighting in there as well, so I think I'm going to leave it because the rest of it is bright. So we did the little bathroom, which is super cute and nice and sort of clean looking and fresh. And then we've got our little utility room done. So I think next episode we're going to go with, maybe we'll go with a garage, maybe we'll go with a kitchen, maybe we'll try and do both the garage and the kitchen in one episode. And then all there's going to be left to do is the hall and the bedroom, and then we'll move out onto the outside. Alright, so thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope that one was alright. Appreciate it was a bit kind of probably a little bit more in the detail than I usually record, so let me know if you appreciate that, and let me know about the washing machines as well, because it just sort of interests me. Thanks very much for watching. I will catch you guys on the next one. Take it easy.